Cozy vintage for fall. Grandmacore decor trends taking over homes in 2025. Welcome to this guide on creating the perfect Grandmacore fall vibe for your home. We're diving into cozy vintage elements, layering textures, and curating timeless decor that blends nostalgia with modern living. By the end, you'll know exactly how to recreate this trend in your own space with ease. This year's fall decor revolves around warm tones, thrifted treasures, and personal heirlooms. The goal is to make your home feel inviting yet stylish, celebrating comfort without clutter. Whether you're decorating a small corner or your whole house, these steps will guide you through every detail. Welcome to Cozy Vintage Fall Decor. Start by clearing a cozy corner or main living area where you'll build your Grandmacore vibe. Choose a spot with natural light to highlight textures like crocheted throws and wooden accents. Keep vintage items nearby, ready for layering. Once the base is ready, layer textiles like floral cushions, quilted blankets, and lace runners. Incorporate muted fall colors to keep it warm yet timeless. This foundation sets the tone for every other decor piece you'll add. Add a small lamp or candle in this space to immediately create a soft, vintage glow. What is Grandmacore and why it's trending in 2025? Grandmacore blends nostalgia with modern coziness, celebrating floral prints, crochet, and heirloom treasures. In 2025, it's trending as people seek comforting styles that evoke family memories yet feel fresh and curated. It's a lifestyle rooted in simplicity and warmth. To embrace it, look for vintage-inspired decor that feels personal rather than overly styled. Items like embroidered cushions or retro ceramics add authenticity. It's about creating a space that feels lived in, not staged. Combine one or two modern pieces to prevent the look from feeling like a set from decades ago. Transform your space without overspending. Start by shopping your home before buying new pieces. Move blankets, trays, and old furniture into new spots to refresh the look. Thrift stores are perfect for affordable vintage finds under $10. Key statement items like a single quilt or lamp, instead of purchasing everything at once. Seasonal changes like adding dried florals or warm-toned pillows are inexpensive yet transformative. Use DIY chalk paint on thrifted furniture to create vintage charm on a budget. Choosing warm vintage fall color palettes. Begin with rich, earthy tones, deep browns, muted burgundy, and olive greens. Add mustard or rust accents for warmth. Keep the palette balanced by layering neutrals like cream or beige as your base. Pair warm textiles with wood furniture to enhance the cozy atmosphere. Use fall foliage or dried arrangements to introduce seasonal colors without overpowering the vintage feel. Stick to 3 to 4 main colors to keep your design cohesive and uncluttered. Mixing patterns, florals, plaids, and crocheted layers. Combine small-scale florals with wider plaids for contrast. Layer crocheted throws over patterned cushions for depth. Keep patterns in similar color families to maintain harmony rather than chaos. Mix textures, soft knits, smooth cotton, rustic lace, to give a lived-in collected feel. Avoid matching too perfectly. Slight mismatches add character and authenticity. Use a neutral base, cream or tan, to anchor bold patterns without overwhelming the room. DIY hack: tea stain old linens for an aged look. Boil black tea, then soak white or cream linens for 30 to 60 minutes. Rinse gently and air dry to create a soft vintage patina without harsh chemicals. This method works for napkins, lace runners, and pillow covers. For darker results, repeat the soak or add coffee grounds to deepen the tone. Always test a small section first to ensure desired color and prevent damage. Use this technique on thrifted lace or table runners to instantly make them look antique. Where to thrift authentic Grandmacore pieces. Visit local thrift stores weekly, as new inventory rotates often. Check flea markets, estate sales, and online marketplaces for unique finds. Look for handmade or older items rather than mass-produced pieces. Inspect items for quality. Solid wood, real metal, or hand-stitched details are indicators of authenticity. Haggle politely and buy off-season for the best prices. Bring reference photos to spot Grandmacore aesthetics quickly while thrifting. Must-have vintage decor for a cozy fall vibe. Timeless staples like crocheted blankets, floral china, and vintage glassware. Add rocking chairs, lace doilies, and embroidered cushions for layers of nostalgia. Mix large and small decor pieces for balance. Display heirloom-style items on mantels, shelves, or entry tables for high visibility. Seasonal swaps like adding pumpkins or dried foliage make decor adaptable through the year. Group similar textures together: wood, fabric, metal, for a collected but organized feel. Upcycling furniture with chalk paint and sanding. Clean the furniture thoroughly, then lightly sand the surface to prep. Apply chalk paint in soft, muted tones like sage or cream for an instant vintage vibe. Distress edges with sandpaper for authenticity. Seal with wax for durability and a matte finish. Pair repainted furniture with patterned cushions or lace runners to complete the Grandmacore aesthetic. Test paint on a small hidden area first to check color and texture before committing. Small touches that make a big difference. Add subtle accents like vintage teacups on shelves or a single crochet doily under a lamp. These tiny layers create warmth without overcrowding. Focus on corners, entryways, and coffee tables for maximum impact. Rotate seasonal accents, dried flowers in fall, fresh blooms in spring, for low-effort updates. It keeps the space feeling intentional and ever-changing without major redecorating. Three small items together creates a more polished display than spreading them out. Antique frames, candlesticks, and embroidered pillows. Hunt for ornate picture frames to display family photos or botanical prints. Add brass or wooden candlesticks for warmth and character. Layer embroidered pillows on sofas or chairs for soft texture. Combine these accents on a mantle or side table for a balanced focal point. Swap candle colors seasonally, muted orange for fall, deep red for winter, for a fresh look year-round. Mix different candle heights for dimension and a charming collected feel. DIY dried flower arrangements in mason jars. Collect seasonal flowers like lavender, eucalyptus, or wheat stalks and hang them upside down to dry. After 2 weeks, arrange them loosely in mason jars for a rustic centerpiece. Add twine or lace around the jar rim for extra charm. Mix textures by combining seed pods, grasses, and small blooms. Position arrangements on windowsills, dining tables, or shelves for natural warmth. Use mismatched mason jars in different heights for a casual, collected look. Creating ambient lighting with warm lamps and fairy lights. Replace harsh overhead lights with table lamps featuring fabric shades. Layer fairy lights along shelves, mantles, or inside glass jars for subtle sparkle. Keep bulbs warm white to enhance coziness rather than cool tones. Use candles, real or battery operated, for soft flickering light in reading nooks or dining areas. Combine multiple sources of low light, rather than one bright lamp for layered ambience. Hide fairy light battery packs in vintage tins or behind books for a seamless look. Styling your kitchen with vintage cookware. Display enamel mugs, cast iron pans, and floral plates on open shelving. Use hooks for hanging utensils or copper pots to maximize both style and space. This adds instant Grandmacore character to functional areas. Layer cookbooks, spice jars, and cutting boards as decor elements rather than hiding them away. Functional items double as design features in this aesthetic. Mix newer cookware with a few standout vintage pieces to keep the look practical yet charming. Mixing functional and decorative items on shelves. Blend everyday dishes with vintage trinkets for shelves that feel both useful and styled. Stack plates, add framed photos, and tuck in small plants for life and warmth. Avoid overfilling. Negative space adds balance. Use varying heights and textures to keep the eye moving. Place functional items at easy reach while decorative ones fill gaps or edges. This creates shelves that feel intentional, not cluttered. Rotate decor with the seasons while leaving core functional items in place for quick refreshes. Adding copper pots, herbs, and enamel mugs for charm. Hang copper pots on a wall rack or from hooks to create a warm kitchen focal point. Add potted herbs like rosemary or thyme for greenery and scent. Enamel mugs stacked on open shelves finish the look. Keep copper polish for shine, or let it patina naturally for rustic charm. Herbs double as decor and practical cooking tools, fitting the Grandmacore lifestyle perfectly. Mix vintage and modern cookware to create depth without sacrificing functionality. Fall foliage and pumpkins. Muted tones for 2025. Choose pumpkins in muted hues like sage, cream, and dusty orange for a 2025 trend-forward look. Pair with dried leaves and branches for subtle natural autumn decor. Arrange them near entryways or mantels for maximum impact. Avoid bright neon oranges. Soft, washed-out tones blend better with vintage styling. Add candles or fairy lights to highlight arrangements during cozy evenings. Mix real and faux pumpkins for a fuller look that lasts all season. Dried corn stalks and rustic natural centerpieces. Bundle dried corn stalks in corners or tie them with twine for porch decor. Indoors, use them in vases with wheat or pampas grass for height and drama. This creates texture without overwhelming small spaces. Combine stalks with wooden crates or baskets for an organic, farmhouse-inspired vibe. Accent with muted ribbon or lace for added softness in rustic settings. Spray lightly with cinnamon oil for a subtle seasonal scent that enhances the display. DIY: lace-wrapped candles for a cozy glow. Wrap lace ribbon around glass candles and secure with twine or hot glue. The lace softens the glow, creating romantic vintage light perfect for fall evenings. Choose cream or beige lace for versatility. With layered lace patterns or dyed lace for subtle color accents. Group candles in trios on tables or mantels for a warm, inviting display. Use battery-operated candles for a safe alternative in high-traffic areas. Layering textures without overcrowding your space. Start with base layers like neutral rugs and slipcovers. Add textured accents, crochet throws, linen cushions, wicker baskets, without piling too many patterns at once. Keep breathing room for visual calm. Limit heavy layers to cozy corners, leaving open spaces minimal for balance. Mix smooth and rough textures for a lived-in, authentic feel without chaos. Follow the 3 textures per space rule to maintain harmony while still adding richness. Incorporating family heirlooms into modern homes. Choose 1 or 2 meaningful heirlooms, like quilts or old photos, to feature prominently. Mix them with modern furniture so they feel intentional, not random. This blends nostalgia with current comfort. Rotate smaller heirlooms seasonally, like vintage dishes during holidays, to highlight their beauty without cluttering everyday decor. Protect fragile pieces with display cases or shadow boxes. Add a label or small tag to tell the story of each heirloom. Guests love hearing the history. How to create a cozy corner in minutes. Pick an unused corner and add a chair, soft throw, and small side table. Layer with the lamp or fairy lights for soft illumination. Keep items minimal yet inviting for instant coziness. Add a scented candle or stack of favorite books to personalize the nook. This space doubles as a reading corner or quiet retreat any time of day. Use portable elements so you can easily switch corners with seasonal decor changes. Quick recap of all steps for Grandmacore Decor. Start by choosing warm colors, layering patterns, and sourcing thrifted or heirloom items. Add texture through blankets, flowers, and lighting. Mix functional and decorative elements for charm and practicality. Finish with seasonal touches, pumpkins, dried flowers, lace candles that evolve throughout the year. Balance old and new for timeless appeal in every corner of your home. Take photos of your setup to reference next season and track your evolving style. Personalizing the look for your own home. Identify personal treasures, family photos, handmade crafts, or favorite books to weave into the decor. These details make the style truly yours rather than a copy of trends. Display them where you'll see them daily for joy. Adjust colors, textures, and pieces to suit your lifestyle rather than following rigid rules. A personalized space always feels cozier and more authentic. Don't be afraid to break trends. Comfort and meaning should lead every design choice. Like, subscribe, and share your cozy fall makeover. If you enjoyed these Grandmacore decor ideas, tap like to let us know and subscribe for more cozy vintage inspiration. Share your own fall makeover photos or tips in the comments. We'd love to see them. Turn on notifications so you won't miss upcoming tutorials and seasonal decorating trends. Let's keep building this warm and creative community together. Tag your decor photos with #CozyGrandmacore so others can find inspiration and connect with you.